The next evolution in football storytelling, Football Manager, is back in our lives. Made with the Unity engine for the first time, Football Manager 26 refreshes the managerial experience and sets the stage for you to define your football destiny. I still remember that one save where my non-league squad went all the way to the Champions League final. It was pure heartbreak in extra time, but that's the magic of FM. Every decision, every tactic, every touch of the ball tells your story. Experience the richest match days in series history, complete with enhanced player movement, the full Premier League license, and for the first time ever, the women's game. Thank you to the great friends at Sports Interactive, the great team behind FM26, which is now out worldwide across platforms. Step into the dugout and change the game.
Take control of the numbers and supercharge your small business with Xero. That's Xero. With our easy-to-use accounting software with automation and reporting features, you'll spend less time on manual tasks and more time understanding how your business is doing. 87% of surveyed U.S. customers agree Xero helps improve financial visibility. Search Xero with an X or visit Xero.com/ACAST to start your 30-day free trial. Conditions apply.
The kettle's boiled, Vic.
Great. Perfect timing. Just a dash of milk for me, please, mate.
Here you go. Shall we get started then?
Have you ever woken up on a Sunday morning and said, I'm never drinking again, and then found yourself waving $50 at a barman by happy hour?
Are you wondering why everyone else can stop at 1 while you head to a dodgy after-party with a weird bloke called Disco Dave? If so, it might be time to take a deeper look at your relationship with your reliable social crutch, alcohol.
On each episode, we'll investigate our own dysfunctional dealings with booze and find out if it's possible to stop this deeply ingrained habit before things get too messy.
Yep, we're going to open up a shame shed of humiliating drinking stories to help you understand why waking up from a booze coma each weekend with a kebab sticking out of your top pocket might actually be negatively impacting your health.
Hamish and I are here to delve into what it's like being sober, an unwanted warts and all look into why giving up those cheeky pints or putting down those mummy wines will make you feel happier, help your anxiety and mental health, and turn you into the most sparkly, authentic version of you.
Won't that mean I become boring though, Vic?
Well, Hamish, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Hamish Adams-Cairns.
And this is Sober Awkward.
Right, Hamish, I did the most sober thing you could ever do at the weekend. What is it? What do you reckon?
You got very excited about something that anyone else would consider quite dull.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, what was it?
It was, I took my husband, we went to Brisbane for the weekend, and we went out for dinner. I surprised him afterwards at a place called Soak, which was a bathhouse at 8 p.m. at night. He thought we were going home or going to the cinema or something. I was like, no, we're doing something very sober. And you arrive and it's like all these jacuzzis and they give you like terry toweling robes and you go and sit in these baths and you can do cold plunging and stuff. And you sit around and you chat to people. It was so lovely.
Quite romantic.
Yeah, it's really romantic.
Yeah.
There are alcohol-free drinks there, but they had kombuchas and all sorts of nice things for us. And we sat in these pools and actually we started chatting to loads of people because you're like right there with them half naked, so it seems polite to chat.
Sure.
And I met this lovely Irish couple who were travelling around Australia and working in Sydney at the time, and he had never heard of Sober Curious movement or anything. So he was someone who suffers massive anxiety every time he drinks. He is literally unwell for a week. He told us that it was affecting his work, his relationship. It was basically ruining his life, but he didn't know there was another option. And I just wanted to start the podcast by saying this is the importance of telling people about what we do and what you're doing out there and being sober. He had no idea that quitting drinking was a possibility for him. I said to him, you are like the perfect candidate. He said, what do you know? What? I don't have to do this. I was like, no, you don't have to do this. He's like, so you're not drinking tonight? We were like, we are not drinking. I haven't had a drink for 6 years. He was absolutely shocked. He was floored by it. He didn't even know a sober scene even existed. He was like, but what about what my mates say? And, you know, what if I get my elbow twisted? I'm from Ireland. What am I supposed to do? I was like, you can say no and you can have boundaries and you can learn that the opinions of others don't matter. He was completely shocked. He was like, I'm going home. I'm listening to the podcast. I'm doing this. And it was absolutely brilliant. It was a wonderful conversation. So hello, Roman, if you're out there, if you're listening to the podcast today. It was so lovely to meet you. And I hope I'll be hearing from you soon. But that just shows talking about it makes a difference, doesn't it?
You tell me that story and I'm going to quote your book back to you.
Okay.
And say, poor John.
Oh, yeah.
He's on a date with his wife,
Wait.
a romantic night. He's thinking, I'm going to be in a hot tub, maybe with a few cuddles.
Wait for
you see
it.
an Irishman next to you and you start banging on about the podcast to him, pitching.
Wait a minute.
Go on.
Guess who was more into the conversation than
Okay.
me? John is now the sober guru. He was I was like, John, what are you coming out with? He was saying all of my lines to this guy.
Was he?
Yes, he was loving it.
John,
Yeah.
John can take my place.
Yes, he can.
Maybe-
Yeah, he could be the new podcast.
People keep
I'm gonna
thinking we're a
sack you.
couple. Finally, be like, yes, me and John are a couple. We could finally fix that for everyone.
I'd rather look at your face than his, though, quite honestly.
Did you go into the cold? Did you cold?
Yes, yeah, we did 3 cold dips.
Wow.
Yeah, a minute each. Yeah, and then dipped into the hot bath. But apparently there was someone who did a sauna there the week before and then went into the cold bath and nearly died.
Oh, Christ.
Apparently you can't go sauna cold pool.
Oh, I've done that. I
Yes.
did not know you were
Apparently it's not a good idea. Your body can go into shock.
Interesting.
Yes. But then
and
we were
was there
like-
waterfall music playing? I'm
Oh,
sort
it's
of
just
imagining.
it was all chill, like Ibiza chill, everyone wandering around in robes and like being cool and zen. It was just really nice. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was proper sweet,
That
mate.
is good.
Anyway, we're checking in today, Hamish.
Nice. Like to a hotel or a hot tub? Like one with a pillow with a little mint on it.
No, that would be nice,
A
though.
flight?
No. I'd rather share a room with a squirrel on crack than with you, quite honestly. We're checking in with our audience.
Right.
Yes, we are going to remind them just how bloody brilliant they are.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Sitting opposite you now, I can safely say you could do with one of those mints they leave on a pillow.
I do like a pillow mint. In fact, I like any mint. Doesn't
I don't
necessarily
know
need to be on a
why
pillow.
they leave mints on a pillow because you're not going to have them before going to bed because you've just
Aren't
brushed
you?
your teeth. You're not going to wake up to a mint either.
You're such a square.
I am.
So basically, that's the
That's the most sober thing on this podcast.
Yeah, that is.
I
You
could
just-
never go to bed after having a mint. I'll be up all
you have
night.
just stumped me there. You have gone beyond. Oh, I can. What after brushing my teeth? What are you talking about, you maniac?
I'll be up all night. Be running laps of that sugar.
Yeah, be having palpitations. Sad.
So, no, but I guess reminding 100,000 people that they are fucking heroes is about as exciting as rodents on Class A drugs. Tell me more. Why are we checking in?
As you know, Hamish and I usually have a script sorted and a plan for what we want to talk about. We like to be prepared, but sometimes stuff happens during the week and all our detailed and researched episodes go out the window and we throw a spanner in the works by deciding to talk about a weird incident that happened to me during this week, apart from the lovely Irish man I met.
Did you fall down a hole again?
Yes, I did fall down a hole again, but apart from that,
Did you step on a plug and got the prong stuck in your heel?
no, but that has happened to John before. That is the worst. Have you ever
The prongs come out?
the prong, no, actually inserted into his foot.
Oh, that sounds quite sexual.
No, it wasn't. It was awful.
Okay, you didn't run over a St. Bernard again, did you?
I have run over a St. Bernard in the past. We won't go into that story right now, Hamish, but it's not that.
Too many dog lovers listening that
Yeah,
don't want to hear that story.
I'm a dog lover.
So
it
am
was
I.
terrible. It was a terrible experience.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
not get into that. I'm going to get waylaid. Is that-
Waylaid, yeah, that's the word,
No,
yeah.
Waylaid
Laid
again.
by the wayside.
Yes.
Yes.
No, not that. Okay, what is it?
So, as you sober, awkward listeners know, we are people that are honest about our struggles with life, with booze, with kids and relationships. We are advocates for asking for help in times of trouble, and we both go to therapy once a week to help us flatten the more spiky bits of life.
Yes, we love a bit of sofa chat with a caring stranger. We both find that just having one person to totally be ourselves with no expectation, can lead us to find out our own answers. Just talking aloud about problems does seem to clarify a few things and nudges answers from us. Quick question.
Yes.
You and I go to the same
Yes,
therapist.
yeah.
Do we need to address that?
Yeah, I have chatted to her about you, but she obviously can't tell me anything.
That's how I feel. I'll say like, well, you know, Vic feels like this about this. And I see her be like, ashen
Shut down.
face, like, I can't say anything about what Vic has said about that.
I just said to her, how's he doing? I know you can't answer, but I'm glad Hamish is here. Is he okay? But I know you can't answer.
She is lovely. But yeah,
Yeah, she's
we
lovely.
should at some point meet up as a three, shouldn't we?
It would be like couples counselling.
It
then.
would
It'd be
feel a
weird.
bit like couples
Well, me and
counselling.
Hamish are still not having sex.
It is a bit weird that we see the same therapist, but I
No,
quite
it's
like
good,
it.
it's
I
funny.
like it.
So what are you seeking therapy about, Hamish? Mankini addiction probably, and slamming a willy in the fridge door for fun.
It is fun. Well, that is between me and my therapist.
Yes, Yeah, she did tell me that bit.
She could tell you about the cock thing, did she?
I can't stop.
I won't tell you anything, but he does do this weird thing with his cock in the fridge. I'll let you join the dots. What it probably boils down to is having an expectation of where I thought I would be in my life at this stage and falling short of it.
Okay.
So it's sort of about contentment, I suppose. I fight conformity. That's what I seem to do, despite sounding very posh and like I would be a prime minister.
But we're the same like that.
I'm sort of afraid of getting what I would consider a normal job.
Yes.
That is one of my big fears. I don't know why it is. My dad's had the same job for 40 years. It's what I would call a normal job. I don't even know what a normal job is, but I know I've never really had one.
Is it a fear of boredom, do you think?
I think it's a fear of boredom. I think it's a fear of being stuck. I think it's a fear of having limited days holiday. That's certainly a thing for me. Like having to be in the same place 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, forever scares me.
And slamming a willy in the door helps
Doesn't scare
with that.
me. Yeah, it's a way of letting
It's
off
relief
steam.
now that
Yeah.
you don't drink.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's the way I get my buzz. So I think much to the detriment of myself.
Mummy, my willy.
I guess really what I'm trying to find out is why I am the way I am, so that I can plan ahead, I can communicate better with those that I love, and just generally be a little bit more content every day.
I go to see someone, the same person as you, because at times I get overwhelmed and give too much.
Yeah.
I end up feeling depleted, and she teaches me how to look after myself. That's a very simple way of putting it, really. I just go to get away from the children. That's the honest thing.
Just a bit of peace and
It's just an
quiet.
extra hour of the day where I don't have to talk to them. Yeah.
I can always tell when you have been to a therapy session because I get this like energized phone call from you. Like, Haim, I think we need to do this with a podcast just because like we are worthy and we believe in ourselves. Do you just checked out of therapy? Yeah.
It never lasts.
10:01. And like, do you have a 9 o'clock appointment? Yeah.
Speak to me the next day. I'm like, this is
The
fucked.
whole thing
This
shit.
is
Anyway.
a waste of time. What are we doing this for? We don't get anything out of it. We need to get back to therapy, Vic.
Having therapy is like having a nice little break, isn't it? It's like a trip to the Maldives, only it's in a grey office. And every time I go, it rains.
Yeah. It has to be raining when you have therapy. It's just the way
Rain's
it goes.
quite good for conversation, though, isn't it? 'Cause
Yes.
it feels cosy.
Yeah, man, definitely feels much more cosy. So today I want to focus on a certain realisation I had in my meeting last week, something I think all sober people will relate to, the fear of going back to who we once were.
Do you mean the fear of being a drinker again?
Sort of.
Okay.
It might be that for some people. It could be about the past behaviours or negative patterns. But for me, it was a fear of having anxiety again, which, as you know, is a lot why I drank, a lot why I gave up.
So what happened in this therapy session?
Well, I was there chatting about how scared I would be if I started getting anxiety again. That all of my problems stem back to that, like fear of public speaking, fear of letting people down. It makes me feel anxious, and I fear then regressing into the person that I used to be. I told my lovely therapist lady that I thought that I would die if I ever experienced that kind of mental torment again. I thought I may commit suicide or end up losing everything or even being sectioned. I feel like I couldn't cope if I went back there. I said I live with that fear, the fear of returning to who I once was every day, and that scares the shit out of me. It was really fascinating for that bubbled up to the surface in that therapy session, because that is where all of my fears stem from. It's rejection and fear of having anxiety again.
Have you felt that fear every day, or did you just feel it on this one particular day, or was this the first day that you voiced it?
I feel it when I get nervous about something.
Yeah.
So if we're doing a live show or something's happening with the kids that I'm not comfortable with, anxiety taps me on the shoulder and goes, I'm still here. I'm just a reminder. I'm reminding you that I'm still here. Okay. And then I start thinking, well, if I still get anxiety, then perhaps there's a chance that I might get it worse and worse and worse. And then I'm going to just fall back into who I once was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, that is full on. But yeah, I guess we all carry around fears that we don't fully express. We just wander around hoping it will turn out all right. We forge forward. We hope our past don't come and tap us on the shoulder without really looking into why we are scared.
Yeah. So what happened next blew my mind, right? She put her pen to her lip in the only way a therapist could, Hamish, and said to me, but you are not her anymore. Okay? Mm-hmm. So it sounds like a very simple statement. You are not that lost girl, is what she said. There is no reason to have fears about becoming her again because you have done everything in your power to change. It is almost impossible for you to return to being her because you have built a solid wall around you, which means this can never happen. I sort of sat back in awe as her words sank in, quite honestly. She was right. I am not that person anymore. I don't have her troubles, her worries, her low self-esteem. So therefore, how would I have her anxiety? So today I want to do an episode on that, really seeing how far we've come, looking at all the changes we've made as people that question their relationship with alcohol or anxiety or any other mental health issue, and how it means we don't need to be scared anymore because we've done everything to leave those fears in our pasts.
Well, yeah, that's quite heavy stuff, Vic. But yeah, I totally get it. It's quite empowering, really. I feel a Brene Brown quote coming in this episode.
You'll be lucky if you get a Charlie Brown quote out of me, Hamish.
Okay. Well, I know for me, I have a hard time absorbing any accomplishments or compliments I get.
Yes,
do you get this?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I find myself focusing on why I can't achieve some of my goals and questioning why I can't get a big break. It's maddening, makes no real sense. And I feel as if it can come across as almost being ungrateful.
Yeah.
So I never really spend any time lining up all of my happy ducklings and seeing some of my incredible achievements.
Yeah.
Seems the good stuff in life slips away and the bad stuff or the worry takes precedence. I think it's called negative bias.
Yeah, negative bias is our tendency to not only register negative stimuli more readily, but also to dwell on those events. It's really fucked up, really. Also known as positive-negative asymmetry, this negativity bias means we all feel the sting of a rebuke more powerfully than we feel the joy of praise. With my anxiety, I seem to automatically decide it's always there, that it will come back, that I'm someone that suffers from anxiety, whereas in fact, I haven't really felt it in years. But am I creating it by having a fear of it? Heavy, I know.
In simple form, you might be having a great day at work when a co-worker makes an offhand comment that you find irritating. You then find yourself stewing over his words for the rest of the workday. You use the word his here, Vic.
Yeah, work, office men, isn't it? It's men at the office.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are we assuming that all dickhead co-workers have to be men?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. What happens is you focus on the bad and it ends up being a rubbish day. You and I have both had this. We'll get a wonderful email or Instagram message about the podcast has been really good for me and I've changed my ways and thank you. And you read it, you're like, that's lovely. And I will enjoy it for 35 seconds.
Yes.
And then 1 in 100, someone's like, you guys talk about Granny's feet a lot.
Yeah, we got that complaint recently.
And then you go, it's been a week and I still remember that one.
Yeah.
Why am I not remembering the really nice ones that I got tenfold before that?
I have no idea. It's so annoying. It's negative bias. That's what it is.
I think it's negative bias. I think it's also kind of not wanting to be a dick, like not wanting to be like kind of like tall poppy syndrome.
Yes.
You know, like if you get someone says this podcast is the best podcast, you don't want to believe that for too long because you'd be a big-headed prick.
Because I want to be humble. And like you can't absorb all of that niceness because what if you did? You'd be a twat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's some sort of self-preservation as well.
I agree.
As negative bias.
Yeah. Because I try and let it go sometimes because I don't want to wander around going, well, that person thinks I'm brilliant, so therefore I must be brilliant. There's nothing worse than meeting somebody who thinks they're absolutely brilliant. Yeah. We wouldn't like it, would we?
Exactly.
We prefer somebody who's self-deprecating, in fact, which is probably a bit of a fucked up English humour thing.
Yeah, probably. So is this a good time for that Brene Brown quote, Vic?
Yeah, go on.
Here it is. The true underlying obstacle to brave leadership is how we respond to our fear.
Yes, so what she's saying there is that we can tune into what we are scared of and grow from it. Basically, what we're saying is, again, is that your drinking past will make you who you are today. So no need to have shame. It's your foundation for happiness.
Do you think of that?
I wrote that myself.
So that's Brene Brown / Vic.
Yeah, that last bit, I'm going to repeat it again.
Oh, of course she knows it's good.
Because
Here we go.
I go, not that I'm trying not to be humble or anything.
So just give you a second, grab a pen.
All sit back and realise how
Have a breath.
amazing I am. No need to have shame. It's your foundation for happiness. Hell yeah.
You're writing books in the wrong genre.
I am.
Your book should be next to Brene Brown's.
Self-help.
Yeah, self-help.
Elf help.
Elf-help. You're glowing right now.
I know, Hamish, but I'm not sure that's the woo-woo. I think it might be the Vindaloo curry I had last night. But anyway, let's make a list of all the amazing changes we've made in our lives that make us who we are today. Then I might make us stand on chairs and shout them out.
I'm up for it.
Are you up for it? They're a bit high, these chairs.
We also record this in a library. Imagine how badly this is going to go down.
What are you doing in there? Keep it down. So what we're trying to do with this is to try and make you understand how far you've come and how less likely it is that you will ever be that person again.
Okay.
So let's look at your career and your sobriety. Instead of looking at what you haven't done, let's concentrate on what you have. Go on.
This is uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
This is a bit of blowing air up one's arses, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talk about all the things that we've done well.
We're doing it as an experiment. We're not doing
Okay.
it to make ourselves look good. We're doing it as to help other people, Hamish, which of course is pretty good in itself,
basket,
isn't it?
it's an experiment. I like it. Okay, so I helped set up a charity that built Rwanda its first ever cricket stadium.
well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Has a free HIV facility and a women's leadership program.
Okay, good work, Hamish.
I have performed as an actor across
Wait a second, I'm just going to pause you there.
Go on.
If a person you've met had done that one thing, you would be like, I'm okay, right, you've achieved everything you've ever set out to achieve in
Yes.
your life. That is one thing that not many people would ever do, and you can sit back and relax and not worry about whatever you do in the future, because that is one amazing thing you've done there.
True.
Take control of the numbers and supercharge your small business with Xero. That's Xero. With our easy-to-use accounting software with automation and reporting features, you'll spend less time on manual tasks and more time understanding how your business is doing. 87% of surveyed U.S. customers agree Xero helps improve financial visibility. Search Xero with an X or visit Xero.com/ACAST to start your 30-day free trial. Conditions apply.
Here at Blue Apron, we know exactly how hectic school nights can be. That's why we created Assemble and Bake. Delicious one-pan meals that make family dinner simple. Just assemble the pre-chopped ingredients and put the pan in the oven to bake. Then you're free to help out with that last-minute diorama. Shop Assemble and Bake at BlueApron.com. Get 50% off your first 2 orders with code APRON50. Terms and conditions apply. Visit BlueApron.com/terms for more.
And I'll tell you where my brain goes with it.
Yep.
I go, are you rolling that one out again, Haim? Like, you did that between 2011 and 2017, and here I am talking about it in 2024. You know, like that's where
sad.
I go with it, which might be a good thing. Like, cool, well, that was an achievement, but like on to the next one. Or are you just not tuning into your own achievements?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's one for me and my therapist.
That's one for the therapist. She'll tell me about it after the session.
I know. She's fucking talking behind my back. There she is. I performed as an actor across the UK and Jersey, France. I did 2 Edinburgh Fringe festivals.
Wait a second. Acting in Jersey isn't really like an achievement, I would say.
Hello, at the Jersey National Theatre.
Well, like you put UK, France, Edinburgh Fringe Festivals, and there's
Jersey.
Jersey in there. I'm like,
You know there's going to be one listener
I know, from Jersey.
in Jersey who's going to email.
sure it's
if you
lovely.
do email us, address that one to Vic, not me.
Yeah.
The best thing that happened to me on that trip was actually went 10-pin bowling and I got a freakish score. I'm not that good, but I was extraordinary for one night.
Yeah, so you can't remember. Like, you don't
should have put
think-
that in my
Yeah,
accomplishments.
you should. I was going to say, like, you're saying, I built a school in Rwanda, blah, blah, blah. But then that is your biggest
I
one.
think I got like 180, 190.
Oh, that is pretty good.
I'd just been broken up with by my girlfriend, and I kind of feel like it was like God,
Her head.
if you believe in a God, no. If you believe in a God, it was like, okay, Haim's really down at the moment. I'll let him have an amazing round
Yeah.
of 10-pin bowling.
Make him feel better.
Yeah, this'll
Maybe
fix it.
That's going to be the answer to this podcast. If you're feeling down about your career, your life, 10-pin bowling.
10-pin bowling.
Yeah, do a good, yeah.
It worked for me.
180.
That's not 10-pin bowling.
Okay.
I also I've worked as a kids entertainer for the rich and famous, including at Wembley, 10 Downing Street, Buckingham Palace.
And Jersey,
Never did it in Jersey.
Right, okay, carry
I present a live radio show at the ABC.
which is your life goal.
Was my dream-
Let's just
my dream
say,
job.
Let's just me say that in there, Hamish.
Yes, that is true. I co-host this podcast that is heard around the world by a big audience, and we won a prize.
Yes, who won
Shiny
Best
prize.
Wellbeing Podcast in Australia.
And
Thank you.
also on that, I love the fact that you did a video interview recently, and it was just subtly peering over
Yeah.
your shoulder.
Of course, I did that on purpose.
Brilliant placement.
My
I like
achievement,
that.
my achievement.
And then on a sobriety point of view, you know, one day we went to walk and you said, "Hey, you got to go sober now," and I did it from that day on. And it's been, as we record this, I think I'm coming up to 600 days.
Yeah, you're nearly 2 years, aren't you?
Yeah,
Can't
nearly 2
believe
years.
that. That's mental.
So those are my career accomplishments.
Okay, so let's read those again, Hamish. If it was someone else, not you, what would you think?
I would say that they've done a great job.
Yeah, so would I. I think
Yeah.
they've done a bloody amazing job. Even that one of them is your dream career that you are now doing, you still don't feel good enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucked up.
It is, isn't it?
You're fucked up, mate.
Thank you. The therapist never says that, actually.
Oh, really?
Hang
She
on,
says
mate.
it to me.
You're fucked. Here, take your refund. I can't help you. What about you, though? What are your achievements?
Well, I was a drinker and I addressed the drinking problem. That's probably one of my biggest ones. I was a party animal that learned to socialise without booze. I helped myself and now I help others. I went from being a drunk mum to being a better mum. I had terrible panic attacks and did everything in my power to stop the anxiety. I never told anyone how I was feeling about anything, but then I actually reached out for help and I went from having a wobbly life to building a stable one.
Yeah.
I didn't have any other achievements aside of that. I never had a big career or anything like that. I mean, marrying John's probably quite a big achievement along the lines.
It's the most charitable thing you've ever done.
Yeah, it is a very charitable thing, yeah.
How do you feel about your achievements? You don't have the same problem that I do, or do you still feel a level of like, I should be doing more?
No, I feel like now, especially with my book coming out as well, we were driving back from Brisbane yesterday and we were listening to my audio book on the way home. Yeah. And I stopped and said to John, can you fucking believe this? Yeah. We are playing me on the radio. And all of this just from stopping drinking. It's just totally bizarre. So now, instead of just thinking what I haven't done, I think it's about more me focusing on what I have and looking at that and going, okay, actually I'm doing really well. Yeah. I've never done anything before. I'm like the opposite of you. You've done loads and now you're doing not as well.
And you gave up drinking.
And I gave up drinking. I've done nothing and now I'm doing all right.
I like it. Do you leave a positive review on the audiobook? Like, this woman's done a great job.
I'm coming up with different email addresses, mate.
Smart.
Yeah, John Blogs from Surrey. This is the best book I've ever bloody read.
Okay, so just choosing to be sober proved for you to be like the first domino to fall that positively impacted all the rest of those accomplishments that you just named.
Yes.
So let's look at what happens when you choose to go sober. What does it prove to yourself more than anyone else?
Yeah, so this is the proof, okay? So anyone that's questioning why they've done this or that their life's boring now and that they're not achieving anything, I want them to focus on all of these good things that you've actually achieved just by choosing to give up the booze.
Okay.
Right, the first one is it proves that you are someone that can overcome adversity. Mm-hmm. That's pretty huge.
Something that also most people find impossible or never even tried to do.
Yeah, so there you go. Proof is in the pudding.
That you are capable of evolving as a human being.
Yeah, that you've chosen to change and fight against characteristics you didn't like about yourself.
That you can change and grow.
That you're setting an example.
That an ingrained habit doesn't have to be forever.
That you're strong and powerful.
That you have self-worth.
That you are a rebel, not a sheep.
That not following the tribe is triumphant and radical.
That you can step out of your comfort zone.
That humans are capable of massive development in one lifetime.
That you like yourself enough to want better.
That you are an influencer and a cycle breaker. The people around you see what you are doing and will follow suit.
And you are reliable. Well, more than before anyway.
Yeah. We're not totally reliable all the time.
I'm quite reliable, I reckon.
Okay, you are totally reliable all the time.
You're not.
Nah.
No.
So just by being sober, you're proving to yourself and to everyone around you how brilliant you are. So why question yourself? Why think you may fall back into your old ways?
I realise now that my fear of having anxiety again was unfathomable. Mm-hmm. Impossible if I really focus on the life I have built now. She was right. I am not the person I was. So why would I act or regress into her? Look how far I've come, Hamish.
Exactly.
This is the same for everybody out there. Look how far you've come. It's really important to focus on those things rather than go outside and go, well, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. Just stop for a moment and think, look how bloody far I've come, whether it's a day, 2 days, a week, a year, whatever. Look how far you've come. Yeah.
Funny enough, Vic and I got a text from a mate last night going, amazing, this is my first sober weekend. I'm 6 days sober.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like, celebrate the little wins.
Yeah.
Don't go, I should be a month, or I should be a year, or I should be 5 years. A week is good. Sober weekend, your first one in years, is a massive win.
Yeah, it's a huge change for anybody, and you really need a pat on the back from yourself. In fact, talking to that Irish guy the other night at the bloody spa place, he said to me, I don't trust myself around alcohol. Yeah. And I said, I was the same. I didn't trust myself. And I said to him, you've got to have your own back, mate. No one else is going to have your back in your life. And you've got to trust yourself. And that's what sobriety will bring you. So focus on those things. That one thing, learning to trust yourself, is huge.
You didn't say that. John said that.
John, that fucking sober
he worded it beautifully.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I found myself kissing his toes by the end of the conversation.
The Irishman's?
No, everyone's...
I'll do a quick round. Go on, everyone, get your toes up.
Isn't that what we do here?
So let's share some tips here to help you see how far you've come. Number 1, sit down and breathe.
Oh, good one.
That's easy to do.
Yeah,
it's not a difficult challenge. Don't congratulate yourself if you're just sitting down and breathing, all right?
Oh, well fucking done. Sitting down and breathing again,
too
are you?
small a win to celebrate.
Everyone, look at me. I'm sitting down and breathing.
Tough day today. I sat down and breathed all day. It's hard to hear the truth when 1,000 voices and worries are circling through your mind. So just taking 5 minutes to sit down and let the voices become quiet can make a huge difference.
Voices. If you have got a lot of voices as well, go and see a GP or a psychiatrist as well.
Yeah.
Depending on what the voices are saying. Ask yourself, where was I this time last year or 5 years ago or a week ago? And see how far you've come from that.
Review your notes. If you keep a journal or blog, reread some of your old entries. You'll find written evidence in your own hand of just how far you've come when you see what was upsetting you back then.
Yep. Ask a friend or a loved one. We can be our own worst critics. So sometimes those close to us have a clearer view of how much we've grown than we have of ourselves. If it feels awkward to ask someone to tell you nice things about yourself, offer to return the favour. We need to do that a bit more.
Or maybe you do it first. Say, here are 5 nice things about you.
Yes.
Would you mind telling me as many as you can about me? Maybe not 5. There's not 5.
2
3.
will do.
Just the one.
Just the one, yeah.
You're good at sitting and breathing.
A compliment swap.
Yeah, a little compliment swap.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, it's quite nice. Quite American, I think.
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celebrate the little things. As you go about your day, try to notice when you take even the smallest step towards your goals. And be sure to honour that in some way. Even just writing it down in your journal will give you that moment of recognition.
Does that include goalkeepers, Hamish? If they take smaller steps towards their goals, does that mean they're going to probably let one in?
It's not your best. It's not your best.
I was trying to get a football-related goal joke there.
Just to appeal to the male.
Yeah, just to appeal to a larger
football
audience, yeah.
Nice.
I'm still with it, guys. I talk about football.
We do need to tap into the football audience.
Yeah,
it's
we
a
do.
big global
Yeah,
audience.
we do, yeah. Big boozers.
Yeah, big boozers.
Yeah. Realise that it's never done. We all want to reach the top of the mountain and feel that we've achieved something. We want to be finished, but that's never going to happen. Our lives are a constant work in progress. Well, yours is anyway, which is the way it ought to be. Trust me, you'd be bored if you weren't constantly changing and growing. Whatever you're working toward and however far you still feel you have to go, take the time to bask in everything you've achieved thus far. I think you need to do that more, Hamish, for sure. It doesn't matter if you're moving fast or slow, only that you keep moving. And the best way to ensure that you keep doing that is to cherish each step along the way. So you can see, from adversity comes power. And that is something I didn't realise was within me. I've gone from being a pisshead to someone who has worth and someone that has rebuilt their life. It's clear that there is no reason for me to feel anxious. Amazing.
So what you're saying is sobriety is about a lot more than just giving up booze. It's about learning about yourself, finding strength where you used to be scared, and trusting that you are confident enough not to revert into who you were. Basically, just by sticking to it, you are proving that you've changed.
Yeah. We often get emails from people also saying, like, people don't trust me anymore and people don't believe me when I say I'm going to give up drinking. You hear that a lot, especially in our sober breakfast groups. People have lost the trust of their families and their loved ones and their children especially because they've tried to give up alcohol before and perhaps they've failed. And so the proof is in the pudding with this. The longer you're sober, the more people are going to believe in you, and that's only going to build your confidence. Yes. Yeah.
I tell you what I have begun thinking about this, is I think it's very easy to not have value in your sobriety if you see it as something that is passive. So I have been looking at sobriety as just I don't drink. It's something that I don't do. I think if you switch your mindset to thinking I am sober, like sobriety is an active step that you take every day, then I think there's more value and worth in it. Does that make sense?
Very good, Hamish. Yeah, you're the sober guru now. Look at you.
Me and John.
That's good.
You could learn so much
you're
from John and I.
You're going to ditch me. You're going to ditch me. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be like this terrible occurrence, Hamish.
Get rid of you.
You're going to get me. I'm the one that started this thing. No. I'm the sober, awkward queen here. No. And you and John are going to get together behind my back. And you go, oh, John, why don't you come on the podcast and be the host? And we'll get rid of her.
I've had this idea for a podcast. It's about sobriety.
Don't tell Vic. Yeah.
You're going to be like Steve Jobs losing a job at Apple.
Yes, I will be. Yeah, it will be as dramatic as that as well.
Yeah.
Everyone will know about it.
You're going to start your own little side project and we're just going to slag you off to the press.
Yeah. Relapse. That's the relapse episode.
That's it.
Some people say, how do I do this? How do I stay sober, not give in to cravings and not get bored And I think the lesson is in this episode today. I know we talk about doing the work a lot, but this is it. Rebuilding yourself to the point where you never look back. Trusting your choice not to drink so deeply that it means it's no longer an option. Knowing your behaviours in the past so well that you are smart enough to never, ever go back to them. That's the strength and confidence of long-term sobriety, isn't it, Hamish?
Yeah.
It's just another perspective, changing how you look at yourself and not focusing in where you went wrong, and instead knowing what you're doing right. Woof.
Another bark.
Woof, woof.
That was a scripted bark.
Yeah. Woof, woof. This is intense. I don't know why I've written that.
Might have written this one late at night. Woof, woof, woof. This is intense. Do the old intense dog bark.
What the heck?
People are going to think there's a weird inside joke at the Sober Awkward podcast that if
It's
someone
not.
says something intense, you have to bark.
Woof, woof, woof.
Do you think there's meant to be like, woof? Like,
I was going to read this. I read the sentence. Woof. I can't, I'm laughing too much.
You've got a good woof.
This was intense. I feel the need of a therapy session just to absorb all this. Woof, woof. I don't know
Looks
why I've
weird
done
on the
that. It must have
page.
been late. It must have been late. Anyway, what time are you booked in for therapy today, Haim?
I'm going 3:30.
Don't eat all the jammy dodgers in the waiting room. I'm on at 4:30.
They shouldn't be there, should they? If you're going to go late in the day, the gamble is you're not going to get any biscuits.
Yeah. I reckon if you go late in the day, it's like peanuts. They've probably covered in germs.
Oh, you reckon, yeah.
Yeah.
All the good ones go. You're just
Yeah.
left with all the bounties.
I lick biscuits if I see them on a plate and
And then put them back?
Yeah, and put them back, yeah. Do you know the story about my grandmother and
COVID
biscuits?
didn't start in China. It started you going to a therapist
Okay,
and
I'm
licking
gonna-
every biscuit.
It did, but I've got a really funny story about biscuits. I may have told it to you before. My nan, God bless her soul, she basically once came into the lounge and said, "Oh, these biscuits, all these horrible bits in them." And she was pulling things out of her teeth. And it was toenails. Have I told you this before?
I think you have.
Yeah. And she'd put a chocolate digestive on the couch where her husband had been picking his toenails and put it upside down, and it had absorbed all of his toenails. And then she'd eaten it and she had all his toenails in her teeth.
So wrong.
Yeah, you don't get that at therapy. I mean, she might need therapy after that.
I don't think you're allowed to clip your toenails on a sofa in a public room.
No, it was in the lounge. Yeah, I suppose
That's
if you
not
live with
okay.
your wife.
Liz
Yeah.
sometimes flosses her teeth in bed. I'm not okay
Gross.
with that.
Yeah, it's like people who do their toenails on planes.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not
cool.
right, is it?
Or people that bite their toenails.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah,
people do that.
disgusting.
Grim.
I've also seen people washing dogs' bums in like water fountains that are like drinking fountains.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Woof, woof.
Woof, woof. I'm like, oi, woof, woof, woof. And the dog goes, oh, no, it's not my decision. It's the old owner. Quick Einstein quote, is it? Just to bring up the tempo a bit. We know giving up the one thing you have ever done, being a pro booze bag, can be hard.
This is
not Einstein. Being sober sure is difficult some days, but just remember, this bit's up.
this bit is
Just
right.
remember, only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't start off too Einstein-y, does it? Booze bag.
Pro booze bag Einstein. Woof, woof.
I love this episode. We all do it. We talk ourselves down and concentrate on all the parts of our life we are failing at. Well, I guess we just need to be grateful for what we have and absorb the small joys instead of wallowing in what we did or feel like we can't grasp. Feeling a little bit lighter after that, Vic.
Oh, good, Hamish. You do have a wonderful life. You are loving and kind. You have a beautiful boy, an amazing wife. Just because you haven't won a BAFTA yet doesn't mean you have failed. It means you chose to be an incredible father, friend, and partner. Those are the things that make you great, not that extra entry on your CV.
Thank you, Vic.
That's okay. Look at your amazing achievements, I mean. Not many people can run multiple marathons in a mankini sober. It's one of your greatest feats. That is your legacy, Hamish.
That should be on my CV.
Yeah.
Can run far, mostly naked.
Yeah, with his balls rubbing against his thighs.
Don't chafe easily. I don't know how many jobs need that, but it's one of my skills.
Yeah.
Let's end with a quick funny quote. I thought I'd better end with the Charlie Brown one rather than the Brene
yes, of
one.
course, yeah.
Charlie and Brene related, do you reckon?
Probably, yeah.
Sometimes you lie in bed at night and you don't have a single thing to worry about. That always worries me.
Yes, Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Gosh. Oh, there's the ding dong. It's time for us to finish.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
That's the ding dong. That's the old ding dong. Woof.
I'm trying to come up with phrases that people can put on T-shirts, sober awkward.
That's the old ding-dong.
That's the old ding-dong, missus.
Woof.
Woof, woof,
That's
woof, woof.
If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
Do they have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the document.
What if you could bleach and color your hair without damage? With K18 Molecular Repair Hair Mask, you can have strong, soft, bouncy hair and keep using the color, bleach, and heat. This isn't just a damage cover-up. It's a deep damage fix. That's because patented K18 peptide repairs damage on the molecular level, which is really, really deep. So no matter what you do to your hair, K18 will be there to fix the damage. Shop at Sephora or get 10% off your first purchase with code PODCAST at K18hair.com.
The next evolution in football storytelling, Football Manager, is back in our lives. Made with the Unity engine for the first time, Football Manager 26 refreshes the managerial experience and sets the stage for you to define your football destiny. I still remember that one save where my non-league squad went all the way to the Champions League final. It was pure heartbreak in extra time, but that's the magic of FM. Every decision, every tactic, every touch of the ball tells your story. Experience the richest match days in series history, complete with enhanced player movement, the full Premier League license, and for the first time ever, the women's game. Thank you to the great friends at Sports Interactive, the great team behind FM26, which is now out worldwide across platforms. Step into the dugout and change the game.
Hey friends, it's Nikayla from the podcast Side Hustle Pro. I'm always looking for ways to keep my kids entertained without screens, and the Yoto Mini has been a total lifesaver. My kids are obsessed. Yoto is a screen-free audio player where kids just pop in a card and listen. Hours of stories, music, podcasts, and more, and no screens or ads. With hundreds of options for ages 0 to 12, it's the perfect gift they'll go back to again and again. Check it out at yotoplay.com. YOTOPLAY.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad
No,
bookstores?
it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really
Yeah.
depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his teeny little, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it, my story, unwanted warts and all. come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it
Yeah,
now.
go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Buy another one.
Yeah.